Welcome back, guys, to Metaphor ReFantazio, where last episode, after a visit to Moore, our 10 days until the duel with Luis got underway with a sweep of Altabury Heights to gather quests and talk to the residents about recent events. With more people to speak to, we now continue chatting. Oh, I need something. If it's shops you're looking for, I saw a bunch of them past that bridge. There's a weapon shop, an armor shop, even an item shop. Their wares were nothing to scoff at either. I appreciate the energy of the shops in Brawlhaven, but I think the selection in Altabury rivals theirs, quite honestly. My collector's heart is aflame. The old person for building the stat that I have no need for. I've only got one stat maxed out. But I've got, like, imaginations, like, right on the edge. Courage ain't far either. And this will probably show my eloquence quite a bit, because when we got that eloquence before, it went up, like, 1/3. That's where Yufa is. Who'd have thought it'd come to this? Even the city folks are divided on who to support. After an elder like you can become king, we must die and may one day be treated more kindly. By great fortune, the priestess of Etria graced me with her presence just the other day and honored my humble self with a conversation. When she removed her mask, I would swear her expression was that of a blessed relief. She spoke exuberantly of your adventures together.
Can hardly bear
This chill goes straight through you, doesn't it? Though I suppose it's not as cold as the Everfrost Forest. The Everfrost Forest? Can't say that's familiar, sorry. I see you're new to the city, right? Well, there's this place where it's always bitterly cold and snows year-round. Called the Everfrost Forest. It's exactly as it sounds.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I do have appraisal items. Didn't I get like some kind of fancy thing? Crystalline weapon, yeah. A Magla Semaphore. That wasn't really all that fancy. Can't hear any noise. Phew, that was a rather trying day. Though I must say that Ishkia Magnet wasn't much of a threat. Not a threat in the slightest, I dare say. That's what one gets for underestimating you, Chief. I suggest that you refrain from cheating me like that as well. Perish the thought. Anyone attempting to fool you is betraying their own lack of business acumen. And don't forget that Ishkia's face when the deal was finalized. The fool. That was the expression of someone who only tasted the poison in their food once they were 3 courses in.
Hi there.
Your Highness, might you be interested in any of our city's finest weapons or armor? Please allow me to guide you. Well, I am being given the royal treatment a bit now, aren't I?
Get yourself a good dip.
I doubt there'll be new weapons after what we just did, but I may as well have a little look-see. Seems that there isn't. Seems that we're good on that. How am I doing? Hello? Hello as well. I'm doing fine.
Your efforts are
Thank you kindly, stranger. I heard you stood up for my Mustari brethren when they were being wrongly accused by the city guards. Don't mention it. Sick to death of that lot pushing us around. We should all support each other in times of need, right? If only I could openly lead a decent, honest life like you. How are you? So much big going on. Now that I'm actually able to play the game in a certain respect, right? I wasn't really able to up until this point, after all. Oh, there's more people to speak to over here. Sanctus will fall his night. Who among you dares utter such sacrilege? This impiety cannot stand. Lest charlatans soon announce the death of God. Blasphemy will not be tolerated. Sanctus is eternal. Our faith shall rise from the ashes, delivering salvation for all those who pray. Closure. When all feels lost, we must pray.
Hang on a minute, you.
Might you be your Royal Highness? Pardon me, sire, but may I inquire if you're in possession of a permit? Pains me to say this, but without a permit, I am unable to allow you passage to the Opera House. Unfortunately, many of the city's authority figures still remain suspicious of you. Please forgive me, Your Highness. You mean the prince of this area? In his younger days, my husband was a gifted trader. I have fancied he might be the fabled merchant king reborn. But ever since his eminence Forden passed, he won't set foot outside the house. More than a merchant, I need a hero king's prowess. Hey there, I've had a dip at the Mine Hot Spring. Unfortunately, it's too crowded to partake in the waters at the moment, but there's no finer place to relax in town. Let me tell you, it'll set your mind and body right. When you have a chance, you really should have a go sometime. It's crowded right now because of Saint's Day, so the hot spring will have to wait until after we take down Luis. I hope we get the chance to visit. Is that not like an appointment schedule?
Louise.
Maybe there is an appointment schedule. That's why I can't get on it. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I see.
Hey.
Yeah, you're in pain, but can you let me talk to this guy first? Hey, did you hear that? It sounded like someone in pain. I think they might be nearby. Every day I grow more fearful for my safety. How ironic to now feel most secure in the district where the poorest folk reside. Alas, if it weren't brimming with tourists visiting for Saint's Day, I could be relaxing in the soothing embrace of the hot springs at this very moment.
Listen.
Oh, damn, this hurts. Oh, shoo, I've heard the rumors about you. Look, I'm in dire straits. But you can spare me a medicinal herb or two. He seems to be in a lot of pain. Should we go get a medicinal herb for him? Oh, I don't have any. Well, I can fix you up. I know a specific vendor, and that will give me that. The way this competition is going makes me uneasy. Too many people are finding it an excuse to abandon their inhibitions and morality. As though their support for certain candidates entitles them to attack others, and their numbers are increasing by the day. God, I've seen people spit the foulest insults at candidates who lost. It's hard to watch.
The world belongs to Lord Luis.
Yes.
All right, then.
Stop being so real. Stop it.
Let's go.
How tragic.
How tragic. It's not that tragic, obviously, by the way you sounded. Hey, you. Your Highness. Hang on, are you really... Oh, well, the thing is, please forgive my inadvertent rudeness. No problem, my good man.
How tragic.
Hello.
Well, maybe honest, Your Highness, ever since the exhibition, I've been fascinated by your vanishing gauntlet runner. Now I even hear that it flew. That's true, you might just have a chance to reach the Manor of the Ascendant. It's a mysterious place high in the sky. The army's scared of the monsters there, but I don't see that being as much a problem for you.
Stupendous.
The Manor of the Ascendant, eh?
Excuse me.
You've been doing great lately, right, mister? Everyone says you're amazing. Me and my friend are cheering you on no matter what, so you can't give up.
So whoever's strongest gets the crown.
You didn't get any dialogue then.
What can I do?
Lately, I'm beginning to feel that Lord Luis is more attractive than Milo. I know how you feel. Everyone around me is obsessed with Lord Luis these days. They're very fickle. They remind me of a certain couple next to a certain shop in Crosbell. Oh, but isn't the man who saved my teeth? Still using that toothbrush, you know. Haven't seen a single tooth monster since you helped me out. Guess they're not real after all, eh?
Well,
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. It's probably better that way.
Oh, what'll I
Look, the
do?
king's face is an Altabury these days. Nothing but empty sky for us. Not sure why, but the sky gives me a bad feeling these days.
I'll grab.
Oh, you could do this again. You can pay for this many times you want. Oh, I didn't know that. I would have done that instead of doing the tower. That's so dumb.
What do I do?
A boy claimed to be the lost prince and Luis have forced themselves to the top of the race. Just what will become of the tournament? Criminal deceiving the royal family and the agent of regicide himself. God will surely not allow him to survive this ordeal. Technically, Master Godot still remains in the competition. He should be able to avenge His Eminence Forden's murder.
What do I do?
Yeah, not likely.
Whoa!
Oh, well, that's you. I sell more than just herbs now. Also have white mass for sale. I just want the herbs. Shoot, you don't sell herbs anymore? So, well, I have different goods in tomorrow, so stop by if you're interested.
Whoa!
No. Shoot, where can I buy herbs? I guess I could buy them at any shop.
Gone clammy all over in this.
Lots of folks falling in with Luis these days. Nothing so bad as the White Clads, but still. I should have think what will come of us if their numbers keep growing. Let's keep an eye on that. Weirdly, I just still thought he'd be selling his main stock in trade of medicinal herbs. They must still be there because it's what he gives people who aren't part of his, like, thing.
So foolish.
You're the
to
false
rouse his-
prince. You royalty deceiving charlatan. Divine punishment awaits you for this treachery.
What do I do?
That guy laughing really set that scene off in the end then, didn't he? Like bubbles over by those flowers then.
All right, then.
Right, if
to?
the case is that we cannot buy anything there, then
Let's
maybe
go.
I'll try the Snowflower Pharmacy in Altabury Heights. We'll probably talk to more people around Brawlhaven in the near future.
Greetings.
Please leave as soon as I'm able. Oh no. Well, there's an Ariadne Freds. Oh, I need some of these. Yeah, Yeah, that would have been helpful. Timeless thought may inflict days. Okay, where am I supposed to find?
Where to?
The cheapest possible shop might be the one.
Let's go.
Let's go to Comfort Concoctions. That must be early game medicinal herbs, yeah?
And what is it you want?
Oh, Your Highness, right? Well, everything here is business as usual. Take your time and look around. Medicinal herbs? Yeah, okay. We do have some from here. Oh, I like these herbs, but the smart play would be to wait until they're on sale. Well, I'm not smart. I'm in a hurry. Okay, kids. They're a bit creepy, those kids.
Let's go.
That was a bit of a randomly weird laugh. Oh, okay. Of course, remember that people actually laugh like that in real life. There's always someone with a weird laugh out there. Don't want to make them feel bashful.
Listen.
Damn the certs. Oh, it's you. I heard the rumors about you. Look, I'm in dire straits. Think you could spare me a medicinal herb or two? It's a pretty rough shape. Medicinal herb would go a long way, and you have 4 in hand. Let's spare him one.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You saved me.
I was drinking at my local when some nutters started a row with the patrons. All I said was I don't care for Luis, and the maniac pulled a knife on me. Things are crazy all over, eh? Thanks for saving me, Your Highness. You're a right decent fella. Tainted threads and tail bait were obtained. Luis's supporters are becoming more fanatical by the day. We need to act and fast. They're stabbing people up.
The world belongs to Lord Luis.
It's too real.
Hey. Greetings.
Right then, let's appraise this tainted thread that we got. We find it's an orichalcum coat. It's not bad. Some people probably use a defense increase. Right then. You. Do I debate you now?
You're not serious.
I am serious. I'm gonna do it at some point in time anyway, so it doesn't matter what time slot may be.
All right.
That said, I probably actually have less going on at night for me than I do at the day.
What's it now?
Truth be told, I am a playwright. I am preparing to stage a number of my works here to help cleanse lingering memories of the Opera House tragedy. But I'm not free to make up stories as I wish. There are various constraints, you see, especially for fairy tales. Considering the lack of both greenery and fairies in Altabury, I would have thought I'd be able to depict fairies more freely, but what a shame indeed. I apologize if I rambled, but when my works do eventually hit the stage, I hope you'll consider attending a showing at the Opera House. Damn.
Hey, you.
Dreadful.
Think I'll forget this, do ya?
It's possible Sanctum was guilty of its own share of hubris and misdeeds, but what's done is done. Can't simply expect us to suddenly change our ways. Yes, I totally can.
Why, you?
Luis's supporters are becoming more brazen by the day. Who knows what they might do to us if he wins? Is this our punishment for robbing the pagans of this land? Is history so inclined to repeat itself?
Dreadful.
Any gold beetles hanging around? I always had my doubts about Sanctism, did you know? So you very cleverly didn't voice them because, to be honest, I wouldn't like to see what the end result of that would be.
Guess there's nothing to be done about it.
There's a quest.
Ridiculous.
Why, you?
We're out of options. The only way out of this is to slay Luis myself. With that decided, I must head to the royal capital to do the dark deed. Wait, you can't mean you plan to fight him all by yourself. Don't be so reckless. An Eldana Fairy. You must be that self-proclaimed prince. Don't attempt to stop me. It's too late to turn back. When Luis becomes king, this country will turn into a living hell. One where my wife, my child, and my elderly parents will all be cold.
Yes.
I get that, and we don't want it either, but getting yourself killed won't help. We'll take care of Luis, so hold your position, soldier.
Well, now, what are we
What
on
proof
about?
do you have that you can accomplish such a mission? Your performance in the tournament was impressive, but it's hardly enough. My mind is set, so you'll have no luck trying to stop me. However, if you can prove yourself to be stronger than the famed Zeoklopos in the... Oh. Sorry, I paused there. Is that... That's another orc guy, isn't it? If you know what I mean. That's the guys that like, I'm gonna hit you tons of times, 4 times, the stupid guys I found in... Because the other one was a Psyokropos, and it was Psyokros. It's just the Okro means like Orko or something. Damn it! In the Tower of Insolence, there's a different story. No! Even within the army, it's feared for its strength. If you can defeat it, then maybe I could trust you. I'll prove it. Well, we'll be risking our lives to stop you from risking yours. Lovely. All right, tell us about the Zeokropos. North of Altabury, there's a place called the Tower of Insolence. Many fearsome monsters dwell there, but the Zeokropos is the greatest of them. Adventurers go there seeking fame or treasure, but they either never return or they come sprinting out with tears in their eyes and their tails between their legs. If you want to know the specific location or details about the monster, you should probably ask the informant.
I thank you in
Defeat the
advance.
Zeokropos and bring me its bramble-formed baton as proof. If you can, that is.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, 7.5. Increases courage. If we do nothing, he might really go and try to fight Luis, so we should probably go defeat that monster. First off, though, we should stop by the Altabury informant. Yeah, we do need to go back there.
Ridiculous.
Not that ridiculous. Right, so... Imagination. Wisdom. Yeah, just between you and me, I finally uncovered the truth. His Eminence Forden is actually alive. He's just in hiding, biding his time until he can strike Luis down. Do not mistake me, these are God's own words. Now I must gather together those who know the truth.
Talking nonsense, you are.
His Eminence is no mere mortal, and talking nonsense you are. Being after that is quite a nice timing. Pardon me, Your Highness, it grieves me to inform you, but unless you are in the possession of a permit, I am unable to grant you passage on this road. I can fly. Who needs roads? Good point, really.
Hello there. So irreverent.
God damn, Luis has gone too far. We haven't forgotten what the brute did right here in our home of Altabury. Oh, Prince, let us meet strength with strength. The bastards of the home, one day we shall deliver unto him his punishment. Seems this place was once used to store construction materials. Heard that Gauntlet Relics would park here after transporting shipments. The pagans constructed many of the buildings in the city, although Sanctus now claim to have restored them all to their so-called proper forms. Perhaps that's what history really is, the victors deciding their own truth of what occurred, making sure it presents themselves in a favourable light. Ah, does saying this count as blasphemy against the church? I'll give you this, boys, so forget you heard anything.
A fine thing indeed.
Thank you for the miraculous medicine. I can tell you what job I would not want. The job of guarding the very end of the drop of doom with my back to it. At that closer step. Someone just nudges into you, gets too close or something, you know? Not a job I want to take.
This is really something. Amazing.
What are we to do?
We had maximum security enforced at the Opera House and His Eminence was still murdered. Luis crushed our finest men like bugs under heel. He's a monster in man's skin. Real prince or not, he's too much for you to handle. I guess I can't go in here. Seems they're still cleaning up the mess from Saint's Day. Let's come back when things have calmed down. There's a lot of blood on the floor, yes.
Amazing. Yeah?
Why is it the tragedy strikes solely in the cities we visit? Perhaps we're cursed and we donated so much to the church too. Was it all in vain? Alright, it looks like we've been everywhere in town. I guess the next question is, are there any quests marked in other locations? I don't want to miss one, and that is a possibility after all. I'm sure we'll have a reason to go through and talk through these places in time. Let's use this as a check, because I think it does show us. And looking fine at the moment.
Where to?
Actually, it's pretty easy to see after all. Right then.
Ridiculous. All right then.
To the inn, and then I guess
Let's go.
we pick our first activity. Now that we've checked everything out here,
No harm in just listening, you know.
I need the informant's information. The Giant of the Tower of Insolence. North of Altabury lies the Tower of Insolence, more commonly known as the Curse Tower. Cursed, huh? Well, doesn't that sound pleasant? Tell me if you heard this one before. It is a dangerous location where all who enter are doomed to never return. Needless to say, most people try to stay away from it. It has become a nest for monsters. There are all manner of monsters there, but the most threatening is a Cyclops. Zeoclopos, not an orc, Cyclops. Yeah, that makes sense. It reigns over monsters like a tyrant. If it goes on a rampage, there's no stopping it. From what I've heard, things get dire if it's the last one standing. So if it's got its cronies with it, you best take them and Zeoclopos down together. Somewhat obvious, you should focus your attack on that huge single eye. Bows and spears should be effective, so be sure to come well equipped. Whatever the case, it won't be an easy enemy to defeat. Best to be prepared. Don't you intend to become king? Well then, you can't exactly afford to lose here, can you? Give it your best shot. You'll find it here. The surrounding area is in quite the ruinous state, so you'll need to fly to get there. What's a tower doing in a forest like this? Well, we should be able to fly there.
We'll face danger here.
Looks like everywhere is a one-day trip.
We'll face danger here.
Which is kind of cool.
Here's where we are now.
That means it's 3 days of our 10. Tell me, where are you from? Will your body be able to handle the Everfrost Forest, a place that is perpetually frozen? Obviously, ice attacks are ineffective against the monsters that have adapted to the region. On the other hand, fire will work well against them. The monsters are aware of this weakness, though. Stop them before they use an ability that repels magic, otherwise you'll be in trouble. Of course, you could always counter this tattoo with a good sword or other such implement. It's always good to come prepared with a backup plan. If your enemy protects themselves against fire, you may want to rely on attacks not constrained to an affinity. One last thing, I've heard rumors of a person stalking the area. They don't appear to be stranded, so who knows what they're doing out there. Apologies, perhaps that information is irrelevant. Anyway, go and slay that monster. I'm sure everyone will feel safer once you do. You said there's someone out there.
Now what am I
Right
to
then.
do?
So 10 days. We leave on the 23rd.
What now?
It seems that there's always a 2-day cooldown between someone's thing or not. So if I were to, for example, start Basilio's today, I would be able to probably visit him on the 13th, 15th, 17th, 19th, and 21st. So basically I just have to go out one of the days, today or tomorrow, on the Gauntlet Runner to start his off. So, not knowing any determination of when Mr. Debate's going to be here, or if there's more debates to do after him, I should probably just do the debate and get that done. And go from there.
You're not serious.
Yes, I am serious, because he might not be here tomorrow. He might not be here the next day. You know what I mean? We've seen someone be there and then not be there the next few days. This makes perfect sense to me.
I've no idea.
In the daytime, maybe.
Check this out.
Look, the other candidates are making speeches. There's quite a crowd. Ah, Will, you've come at just the right moment. Would you care to partake in a debate with me?
What?
I get the feeling this guy just wants to one-up you for publicity. Let's send him home crying. If you can put the future you're imagining into words, I'm sure people will follow you. It'll be tough, but it's a good chance to hone your skills. If I enter a debate here, my eloquence and my imagination should increase.
Hey there.
If it goes well, you might even get some donations. So want to give it a shot?
Salutations.
From what I've seen of your efforts to this point, your actions seem utterly haphazard. How long will you repeat these fanciful escapist promises? You know as well as I that what this country needs is consistency, concrete measures that will last a century. Allow me to explain in terms even an ignorant child could comprehend. Open your ears now.
That's all.
Let us first recall that all resources are limited. Food, fuel, and magic are precious natural commodities after all. Under my enlightened leadership, measures will be taken to preserve all intelligent beings. I would limit hunting to ensure the survival of local fauna. The preservation of such diversity will lead to prosperity 100 years from now. That's the ideal nation in my mind's eye. Unlike those dolts who can only see short-term profits, Julian's a true genius. Limit hunting. Does this pompous fool think animals are more important than keeping the people fed? Julian is playing to the scholarly minded. How should I appeal to them? You value animals before people. Why worry about the future? It's a stupid thing. You should worry about the future. I mean, it's not that bad to value animals before people, or even think of them as equal value, maybe. I don't know. But the thing is, with all his book stuff, it really is this, isn't it? The present day matters too. All of his stuff is just like, abandon the now, stop everything we're doing for the future world, and don't live in the meantime. Instant progress, possibly, which is not going to stick. And it's probably the bit that plays on the people's minds here in the audience.
And besides,
None of your plans for the future will matter if we don't first address the pressing issues of today.
No.
Tribal discrimination, poverty, these matters are trivial. By my projections, these issues will simply sort themselves out over the course of the next century. We don't have 100 years to wait. We need help today. What Will says isn't realistic either, but maybe we see results faster than Julian.
How absurd!
I swear, this is the problem with the dull minds of the short-sighted. You have to do stuff now to be able to do stuff in the future too, though.
I knew it!
You did great in that debate. The other candidate will be studying that loss for years. The people thought you sounded smart about it there. They wanted you to have this. I'm smart. 10k.
Works for me.
This experience seems to have honed your eloquence and imagination. Now, how much so? 7 on the eloquence meter. Imagination's just capped out. Tolerance and then imagination. And eloquence needs a bit more push by the look of it.
Imagination.
It is one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. After listening to the people of the city, I return to my friends. And my popularity is not going to go 1. Ever. Except for maybe the very end of the game, maybe. Back to the Altabury Tavern. I hear a voice. I just hope it's going okay. Katharina comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her.
Ah, closure.
Long time no Katharina.
Isn't this a dilemma?
Of course, Juna's available as well. It's Juna, Katharina, and the others need stats. I need... Oh, shoot. I went to him. No, come back.
all right then.
I need to speak to you right now. Sorry, I didn't mean to be here. Take me back to the Skyward Tavern.
Ah, closure.
Well, isn't this a dilemma?
Young man!
So we meet again. My search for fine music always seems to lead me to you. Might I transform your memories into a heartfelt song? It'll be just 250 reeve. Let's have him play a little bit of music very slightly. And I have but one question. Across the whole of your travels, which locale has etched itself into your forefront of your memories? The islands. You've even been there. Man, it's quite the feat. My travels have taken me far, but even I have only experienced the island through hushed rumors and hearsay. Regardless, I believe I can still call forth your memories. A pagan island enveloped by the sea, a mystical place blessed by a warm sun and abundant nature. The tempestuous yet gentle music hummed by the mother of the land herself. I shall play a few now. What a beautiful melody. As I listened to the performance, I thought about all I'd seen.
Well, isn't this a dilemma?
I don't think it's that much of a dilemma.
I'm in trouble.
Let's find out where Katharina's at.
You!
You!
Now what am I to do?
You! Louise, the prince, the winner makes no difference. At the end of the day, when it comes to national affairs, the needs of the Yugif are unimportant. Aye, the layout and staircase of the city's evidence enough of that. No consideration at all to make things more convenient for Yugifs. Ah,
What am I to do?
as a Lalafell I stand with you.
You!
Chop them all off at the knees is what I say. It's the only way. Every time I hear a new town, I make a point of checking the markets and greengrocers. Never know where you might find a one-of-a-kind local ingredient, eh? If I'm lucky, the shopkeepers even share some recipes with me. Take it from me, mate. Variety is the best way to put life into your cooking on the road.
What is it?
Alright, I guess instead of looking around town, it would make more sense of me to just press the left button and warp over.
What in tarnation? It's damn cold this is.
Where could you possibly be? I just hope it's going okay. Katharina comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. What are your bonuses? Item tracking. Oh yeah, we should totally get that. I mean, wouldn't even be bad. Oh, it's general stores. Okay, I was about to say, wouldn't even be bad to get that. So, like, it's 5 is 2 things. Then we get... Then there's treasure hunting. Ooh. Comrades in battle. Katharina will support the party in certain dungeons. For rank 7. Leveling you up is basically akin to getting an extra character, maybe? Right. Take me to our leader. Where are you hanging? That makes sense, I guess. All the way down here. Is tolerance down here too? And now my shell's going up. It's not Idol's Day.
All right now.